Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome to another edition of NBA Player Breakdown. Today we're gonna look at to see what's inside of Cleveland Cavaliers third-year guard Collin Sexton. Went off last night against the Brooklyn Nets, 42 points. Dropped 20 straight points. Crazy. That's what you call this man being in fuego. 20 straight points. Man. Yeah, the kid got hot last night. But anyway, as we do always, we're going to take a look at what's inside of his bag. See what he's improved on. See what his strengths are. And then we'll look at some plays that the Cleveland Cavaliers like to run, not only for him to get him going involved, and just for the entire team. See what they like to do offensively. Then we'll look at some stats, basic stats and advanced stats for Collin Sexton. See where his improvements is as far as points per game, assists, minutes, the basic stats, and then we'll look at a few advanced stats, per 40 stats, and the usage rate and PER, and then we'll end it on that note. But let's get right into some of these highlights from last night's game and see how he sliced and diced up this Brooklyn Nets defense.
It's going to be tough when they finally get it together.
You see right here, got to a spot, put James Harden in jail. That's what they like to call that right there.
Like that, this team is going to be tough
got
when they
to a spot right there at the elbow, a little bit below the elbow, got James Harden in jail. Defense don't react right here, so he just goes up with a little soft flow.
finally get it together.
Sexton gets fouled, puts it up and in, and
Yeah,
right there, got all the defense flat on their feet, and once you get them flat-footed, they can go up for the shot. Opportunity for a three-point play. Good shot, good move.
is averaging career highs.
Going to the next screen roll, ISO, screen and roll on the side pick and roll action. We'll see right here we got KD and drop coverage right here. And let's see how Collin attacks this. He got the dribble pull-up right here if you want that, but let's see if he decided to just attack all the way to the rack. See what happens right here.
Despite starting only 5 of the 12 games he's played this.
Fake pass. This one I thought where he did on the last play, missed and got his own rebound. But you see right there, fake pass. He knew he was going to miss it, so it went right back up.
Season with Brooklyn as Sexton to the bucket, missed the first shot, makes the second, and trims the Nets lead to 4.
If it's zone here, then they get a turnover.
Collin Sexton to the bucket, lays it up and in. The Cavalier run is
Let
currently.
me go ahead and preface this video by giving some little info on Collin, though. Like I said, third year, hasn't really played up to his potential. This year he is having a breakout season, though, averaging 27 points a game. What I've noticed, he's a small guard, athletic, very athletic. Like I said, hasn't really lived up to his potential in the first 2 seasons this year. Breakout, quick guard, really a scoring guard, not really a facilitating point guard. He's really a scoring point guard. Doesn't accumulate many assists. I mean, that's why they went after Garland. What was that, last year? And to see if they could draft him to put Collin at the 2 and have Garland run the 1. But both of those guys pretty similar in their roles and where they at in the development at this point in their career. And Garland is out right now. So Collin has had a lot of minutes played, and he's produced. So maybe this is his breakout year. But let's continue and see what did he do throughout this game, and how did he score the buckets that he did score. We'll continue right here. I just wanted to stop the video and preface it by just giving some little info on Collin.
Early 15-0. It's a long-range threat. The youngster Landry.
We go again, side pick and roll with Drummond.
Shamet is part of this.
Right here, gets to the spot. DeAndre in drop coverage. Joe Harris did a pretty poor job. He didn't make a decision fast enough. If he wanted to go over, he chose to go over, which he probably should have went under right here, but he chose to go over. This is in the second quarter. I'm not sure how many points Collin already hit him with by this point in the game. I didn't watch the game. Don't know how many points he hit him, but if he was, killing them out here from three, I can see why he decided to fight over. But that was just poor. That's poor defense on Joe Harris. He got caught. I mean, Drummond's a big boy. Don't get me wrong. He can set some big body screens, make it tough to go around the screen. But Joe Harris got caught in the screen, and then he tried to fight over it. So that gave time for Collin to get to his spot right here. And like I say, DeAndre in drop coverage, and just a
Brooklyn team right as Collin Sexton'S 15-footer is through. Cavaliers at 39, Nets 36 for it.
Yeah.
Here we go, ISO up top. Got Bruce Brown on him, pretty good defender. James Harden right here, I guess. See what kind of defense they playing. He's looking right here at this guy. But where we at, second quarter going into the half. Collin probably didn't hit him real hard by now. So let's see what James do right here.
Sexton.
He's still right there and help.
The waning seconds of the second quarter, an acrobatic move by Sexton.
With these guys, just get to the right spot and knock it down.
We'll go again, side pick and roll. Got a KD guard this time. Let's see if not going to switch that. Definitely not going to switch that. KD probably go under this. Meet him on the other side with the length. No reason to go over that because the length, he can get to the other side and contest that. So let's see what happens here.
Players like Green.
Under, but again, anticipating the attack, and Collin sees that this is IQ right here. This is what you call IQ, a player learning defenses, understanding defenses, getting better as time, seasons go along. This is good recognition on his behalf right here. He has, the length is here. You got these guys packing the paint. They're not respecting any of these shooters out here. You got everybody inside the paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and consider James inside the paint because he got his foot on the line, so that's considered in the paint. So, this is good recognition. Really nowhere for him to go, so he really has to either shoot this right here or bring it back out or kick it over here to this guy. And, they can go two-man game over here. He can shoot it, but like I say, Collin probably didn't kill him at this point. He probably getting, warm at this point. So, pull up.
And Joe Harris have to be loving this as Sexton connects on an 18-footer. Can live with that. Nance with the rebound. Now it's Sexton. Sexton in toward Irving. Right around him to the bucket. Lays it in with the left hand. The Cavaliers have taken a 64-58 lead.
I gotta mute that. I don't need that. I keep forgetting to mute that. Okay, here we go. Got a fist action up at the top. Pick and roll. See what happens right here. Kyrie goes over. You got James Harden in there with him, so we already know what this is right here. This is little to no defense. Let's see what Collin do with it. Attack James Harden, who played. He's just a terrible defender, man. I mean, that's just terrible. Terrible defense. He's not guarding anything. Collin get to the midi in the paint, pull up, Green again. Here we go again. Another thing I noticed about Collin, he can go either way, but he prefers to go left. So, Brooklyn with these new players, they still got a long way to go as far as playing together as a team and getting their schemes together, recognizing these players when they play them, understanding what the coverage is going to be and how to stop them. This game right here, you can tell they had no idea. They probably didn't have any idea that Collin was. Of course, I mean he's averaging 27, so you have to pay attention to him. This is the only guy on the team that's really going to scare you. So the coaching staff had to know that this is a guy that they had to scheme against and pay attention to in this game. And obviously, they wasn't ready, and up to task to do that because, you see right here, 42 points, 20 straight. I mean, a guy can get hot, but You know, just like guys like Lucas, Steph, you know, team scheme defenses around to get the ball out these guys' hands, and I don't think they did this at all, you know, throughout the game. And we played not two extra full quarters, but, you know, double overtime past regulation, and then that's when he lit them up for 20, you know. So let's see what happens right here. All right, so we see James Harden on him. You know, that's barbecue, he said. Right by him. That's just easy. And if you pay attention, you'll see a lot of time he go left. So you'll see what I'm saying about that. Him going left. That's athletic right there. That's just athletic, locked in the game and knowing what's going on and wanting to win. That's all that is right there. I mean, you won't see this a lot. You know, that's crazy effort. That's being super locked into the game. That's what this is right here. He see the shot. I mean, it's a little guy. Locked in the moment, knowing what's going on. And like I say, look at the score right here. This is down 3 with, you know, seconds left in the game. And he just locked in, refused to lose. At this point, you know, he scored all the points. He's like, man, I want to win. So, just effort. See what we got right here. We got 4.5 seconds left. I mean, this just him deciding, hey, I'm not going to lose the game. Let me get to a spot on the floor and let me make a play. And that he did. Kyrie playing, you know, defense on his hip. I mean, you can call that, you know, decent defense, but you on the side, you need to be in front, not on the side. I mean, you can whisper in his ear, blow in his ear, you know, say, hey, you know, in his ear, try to scare him and, you know, get him, you know, unfocused, but that's not great defense. I mean, you're on the side, so he, you know, see the rim clearly and knocks that in. So the replay of it. So here we are in overtime right here. We got a ball screen at the top again. Slip that. Joe Harris on him. That's, you know, that's what they want right there. Get Jeff Green, who's a better defender than Joe Harris. Got Joe Harris on him. And we just going to mix you up a little bit. No contest. Ball watching. Hand down, man down. Get hit in the face. With dribble handoff right here to a ball screen. Kyrie decides what he's going to do here. I mean, he stepped back down when he should step up. He should already be stepping up. This is a lot of space. So I don't know what he doing right here. When he could have easily stepped, he could have tried to ice this and move it back this way, but he's here getting caught in the screen. And, you know, Collin sees that. And he just pulls up. He's hot at this point. I mean, right now, you got to play up on him, Kyrie. You can't step back. He been killing y'all all game. And boom. I mean, he's touching nothing but the bottom of the net. You know what that is when you see that, man. This man is on fire. I mean, that's not a contest. The inside ball screen. Step back. Give him a little hezzy. That frees Kyrie for a second. Got him on his hip. Got him on his shoulder. Step back. That's all the stuff that's in his bag right there. He's showing what's in his bag. He got step backs. He can pull up from midi. He can step back on the 3-point. Get you in the pick and roll action. Drive to the paint. Uses athleticism and speed. Ball handling ability. Like I said, he's a scoring point guard. You're not going to see too many assists coming out of this kid. You know, that's something he has to work on if you're going to be a point guard. And, you know, that's the development that's going to come, you know, later on down the line unless they go small ball in the backcourt. and Garland develops into a point guard, or they're going to draft another point guard and put Collin at the 2, run that dual ball handler system out there. You know, they're going to need a guy that can see the floor and, you know, be able to make plays for others, because a lot of teams are not going to sit here and watch him go for 40 and, you know, things like that, and 30 points every night. So he's going to have to get those eyes focused on other than the ball and the rim, and, you know, see the other guys on the court. Well, he got KD right here, sizing him up, and bang. And like I said, that's recognition, man. I mean, that's growth as a player right there. A lot of players right here in this situation, they're going to try to, you know, KD, you know, I can be KD. I can hit this gap right here and get here. Even though, you know, Kyrie, and then you got, you know, Larry Nance right here. He killing that space over there anyway, so he really needs to be out here. Short corner. He can hit the 3-corner 3, so I don't know why he's in the paint right here. Probably don't know what's going on. What Collin's going to do. No, probably thinking he might call for a screen up here to try to get the switch to put Kyrie on him. But, you know, this is just recognition right here, seeing how he's going to size up KD and how he's playing him. And he made a good decision right here. Got him backing up right here. So he's already off balance. He see that first. He's just, you know, he noticed that, and then, hey, he's ready to play the drive. So just let me pull up right here. That's what he did. So that's all that was, a setup to see how he was going to play in this first initial move right here. That's all that was. Let's go back and watch that. See, right here you see he's sizing him up. He's going to hit him and see how he's playing him. Right here. Boom, you see he playing him for the drive. So then KD bags up a little bit. And right now, hit him with a little hezzy, and then boom. Go again. ISO got Jeff Green on him. See how he played Jeff Green. Step back. Side step. Playing off too far. Say the dude been killing these guys this whole time, so I don't know. Don't know why they're getting so much space, but you know why? Because, you know, the speed, blow by effect. So all that comes into factor. Let's watch that Jeff Green one more time, and then we'll get into some gameplay from this game. Jeff Green, like I say, he in the stands right here, ready to play the drive. Got James Harden right here in help. You see all that, so bottoms up, bottoms up. Let's see what the Cavs like to run. I mean, this is the last couple of players I done broke down. You know, these teams just be out there hooping, man. Like I said, every team got a little scheme. It may be basic. Some may be a little bit more intricate and difficult. And others when it comes to offensive sets and plays and things of that nature. But this is a team that's still trying to grow as a team. The identity isn't there yet. So you'll see just a lot of basic stuff. Pick and rolls, ISOs, you know, off-ball action. Same thing pretty much every other team, you know, run. You know, staggers and dribble handoffs. You know, these coaches know what they're doing. You know, they're, you know, most of them know what they're doing. They put their players in the best, you know, position to succeed on the court, and you know you'll see that night in and night out. So we'll see what the Cavaliers do. Like I say, Collin Sexton is the man on this team, so his touch is gonna be, him between him and Drummond, the touch is gonna be, going to those guys more often than not. But let's see what we got.
Set to kick off a pair of games. Cavaliers enter action with a mark of 6 and 7. The Nets at 9 and 6, and set to display their big.
I need to get a mouse pad. Definitely got to get a mouse pad. All right. Where we at here? Where we at? 2-0 Cavs. Cavs already scored a bucket. Let's see how they got that bucket. Tip off. The zipper action to a dribble handoff. A slip. Larry Nash. Big body Drummond. Bucket. See this right here, talk to these guys in the 2K community about running plays. This is the type of plays that I used to try to run a few years ago, and I realized that guys just don't have the memory to memorize multiple action plays. And this is one of those multiple action plays right here. Let's look at it again. Look at it again. They start out with a zipper that turns into a dribble handoff. And then Osman come over and set the slip screen. So you got zipper action. That's the first action, zipper. That turns into a dribble handoff. And there comes the fake little screen there, a slip off that, which could be an option. But they play that. Going downhill on James Harden, you see Jeff Green right here in help. So that leads for the kick out right here. They play this real good. But then the last option of the play, get it to Drummond, let him go to work on DeAndre. So that's great execution right there. See what we got next. Alright, we got Sexton coming down the right side. Drummond trailing. Let this go ISO Drummond over here. Let him try to go against DeAndre. It's a foul. 14 on the clock, so we got to run something real quick. Probably be just a basically pick and roll action or something like that since it's only 14 left on the clock. Sidelines out of bounds play. Slob, we call it slob. We didn't get to see what happened. Osman, the step back midi. See what we got going down on the other side of the court. Larry Nash in the passing lane. Side pick and roll, pull up. Nothing. That's basic basketball right there. Nothing special. That's transition. Alright, see what this here. Let's see what we got here. Here. Half court set. They call it something. We at the elbow. We got horns action. Cut through. Got flex right here. Nothing happened, so we go here, side. Kevin Durant Sexton. Good defense. Cut that off. Oboko to the rim and dunk. Let's throw it out in the horns right there. Then a little flex action. So I like that. I like that. I like that. See what we got here. Got double pin, double pin, double pin. That right there gonna put probably Drummond in the post. Terrible pass. Easy turnover. Turnover to transition bucket. Timeout. No, I thought it was timeout. All right, so side pick and roll. That's the play we saw from the highlight. Got James Harden in jail. The tacky foul, whatever you want to call it. Touchy foul. Just want to see what this next play is. After this play, then we'll check out the stats on Collin. All right, coming down. Little 21 action right here. If Drummond get over there and set that screen. That play got blown up, so now it's just back to pick and roll. Check out one more. That's just regular ball screen right there. We'll check out one more. I've seen Zipper, seen Horns, and we've seen 21. Transition. 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 Let that roll. Kyrie pull up. Nothing. Transition. All right, it looks like they got into something right here. Let's see. Dribble handoff. Another dribble handoff. Fake that dribble handoff. Got a mismatch over here on this side. Nance, Kyrie, jump hook, bang. Good action. Check out one more. See, they back on defense, so let's see what they get into here. Dribble handoff, look like that's what they do. Transition, when the defense get back, they go straight into a dribble handoff. Gee. That's broken up. Let's just get to another half court set. Sideline out of bounds, 16 seconds. Air ball. Alright, see what we got here. Side pick and roll. That's that play we saw in the highlights. I just want to see one more. See if they got one more solid action they're running out here. Somebody got Joe on the nose. But woke up from the dead and stole that. Yeah. Let's see what we got. This will be the last one, then we'll get into the stats. Pin down, C.D. Osman, 3-ball. So just basic stuff. Pin down, we saw horns, saw 21, and we saw some dribble handoff action. We saw double staggers. So, you know, pretty much the same stuff all the NBA teams run. As we saw with Collin in his bag, man, in his bag you see that where I see the improvement the improvements in his game is being able to read the defense better than he did in his previous seasons. The quickness and athleticism is always there. It's just about these players getting in the league, you know, knowing when to slow and when to go, meaning slowing down and you know, change of speeds, not always going 100 miles per hour. You know, like I said, reading the defense, knowing where your spots is on the floor you like to get to, being able to get to those spots, being efficient when you get to those spots. All those things I see in Collin's development. His third year in the league, I've noticed that, you know, he's a streaky shooter, so I wouldn't call him one of the best shooting guards in the league. But like I say, his quickness, athleticism, he can get to his spots on the floor, he can get to the rim, he can finish, he can do all those things. And you know, once you do learn how to read defenses and get to your spot, you will see a spike in your productivity, your efficiency, and things of that nature. So that's what I see his improvement. You know, and some of these guys, that's you know, they come in the league with you know, things, skills, a skill set in their bag, like I say, but it's just a matter of, you know, knowing how to use those tools. You know, like if I go, you know, to the store and buy a power drill and never used it before, I'm about to read the instructions. It's gonna take me a while to, you know, figure out to use it to perfection, and whatever you know, craft that I'm working on. So the same thing with these players. You know, we got tools in their bags. They just got to pull them out, and then they got to sharpen them. They got to figure out how to use them, and then, you know, put them to work. So that's what, you know, guys like this, you know, he's still developing. So maybe next year, in his 5th year, you'll see you know, a guy who starts to be a perennial all-star in the NBA. You know, he's on his way. Like I say, averaging 27 points a game right now. You know, maybe that changes if Cleveland get, you know, better players around him, you know. So, you know, we'll see. But right now he's doing his thing in the league. So we'll check out some what's going on, Future, man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in also. But yeah, let's check out some stats on Collin, and then we'll close it up. Let's go here. Like I said, it's third year in the league. Played 82 games the first season, 65 the second, 9 this year. I think he was out a couple games for ankle injury, ankle sprain. So missed a couple of games doing that. But let's look at the improvement through his first 3 years. You see right here, 43%, field goal percentage 47%, and 53%. So you can see the improvement there every season. Right here we have 40%. I take that back. He is a pretty respectable shooter. 40%, 48%, 50% this year. All these numbers increase every year. He's gone from shooting 3, almost 4 last year to almost 5 threes this year. The percentages there. Free throws increased. Percentages down. You know, rebounds, he's not going to be a great rebounder. He's a small guy, like 6 feet, 6'1", somewhere around there. This is what the number right here that we're going to have to see an increase on right here. He only averages 3 assists a game. And like I said when I first started I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. It's like my eighth player, man. So you can go back and check out the rest of them. I did started out with Luka. Then I went Jason Tatum. I did Bradley Beal. I did Jokic. I did Jeremy Grant. And see, I'm probably skipping a few, but yeah, every day I'm on Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 5 Eastern, doing this, breaking players down. So yeah, this is my new thing right here I'm doing, man. So I appreciate your support tuning in. I just try to show these guys, whoever tuning in, try to give them a little bit of knowledge, basketball, or what to look for. So when you're watching these games, you can enjoy the game as a fan, but enjoy the game as knowledge. Someone who has knowledge of what's going on the floor, why guys do certain things, and why teams do certain things, how defenses scheme against certain players and things of that nature. So I break it all down for these guys, man. Yeah, appreciate it. But get back to what I was saying. Steals here, not a great defender, serviceable, but not a great defender. Turnovers right here. This is the thing that's gonna knock him right here. 3 assists and turnover. So his assist to turnover ratio is gonna be somewhere in the 2s, 3s, and that's not good. That's not good right there. So this is what he has to improve right here. But like I said when I first started this video, he's a scoring point guard. He's not a facilitator. So you're not gonna get the assist out of him. Cavaliers gonna have to pair him with a point guard, that actually sets him up. I mean, 2 ball handler system. I said that earlier if you was in there watching. So that's just something, that or he's gonna have to improve in this area, because Cavaliers not gonna win many games with him being the focal point of the offense, and they're not having much help. So I mean, they're doing pretty good this year, 6-7. That's pretty damn good, based on the personnel that they have and where they're going. They did acquire Jared Allen, which is a good pickup for them. So getting him integrated, that's the sign that Andre Drummond will probably be out of there next year, or probably get traded at the deadline, because they have, they don't need both of those guys. And Drummond gonna be looking for a big payday. So look to that happening. Either him getting traded at the deadline, or they just letting him go after the season. But yeah, that's a look at that. Just look at some advanced stats right here. Some get to the analytical side of this. Let's look at
to the people who reach into a carton of warm, crispy, golden, perfectly.
You see right here, points per 40 increase every year. First year up 4.1 from 1 to 2. Then we up almost 3 from 2 to 3. Rebound ratio, that's not something that going to be a huge number, because he's a point guard, small guy. Assists right here, like we just talked about earlier, this has to improve. True shooting percentage right here. You want me to break that down to you guys? What that is right here is what's a team shooting. In this case, it's what's a player shooting. They have it broken down for a team true shooting percentage here. It's what's a team shooting percentage would be if we would count for free throws, 3-pointers, and 3-pointers. True shooting percentage equals total. This is the formula for it right here. Total points times 50 divided by field goal attempts plus free throw attempts, and that's calculated times 0.44. That's how you get it. True shooting percentage right there. And then also, this is my big one that I look at, usage rate. He has it's not overly high compared to like a Luka or something like that, who ran 35, 36. But this is an indicator that he is one of the main guys on the team that has the ball in his hands a lot. Is what the player does with the number of possessions, as it says right here, number of possessions as a player per 40 minutes. This is the formula right here. You can read that right there. So this is my big thing. Depending on what position that I'm looking at at a player, it's usage rate, true shooting rate, true shooting percentage. Point guards with the assist percentage, assist to turnover ratios, which is not here. And then if I'm looking at a big or something like this, I'm looking at the rebounds. Of course, we're looking at points for every player. And then, like I said, depending on what position, turnovers. So this usage rate right here, if you look at the usage rate, I do this every day. Looking at the usage rate, you compare that to regular stats, and then you have pretty bird's eye view of, greater idea what type of person, what type of player you're dealing with. So we can go back and look at the stats and the usage rate.
To the people who reach into a carton of warm, crispy, golden.
So like I said, the improvement is here. So the guy's doing damage with his usage. You can see the points going up. We didn't look at this earlier a while ago. Points is going up almost 7 points per game, and a little bit more usage than last year. Not that much more usage, which is, like I said, great. You're shooting 50%. So right here, you have I'm telling you, you have an all-star player right here. You have a player that's improving. You have a player that's efficient. You have a player that's going to show up night in and night out and give you, what you need to win.
Some people carefully unravel.
Like I said, it just depends on the team placing pieces around the Cavaliers to make them a good team, like they did when LeBron was there. So I can see them doing. They're trying to go with the youth movement there. They're rebuilding on the fly. That's why I said I don't think Drummond will be there, because he doesn't fit the timeline of the players that they have there. A lot of these teams that's in rebuild mode, they want to build with the guys that's on the same growth and the same age timeline as their players that they're trying to build around. So that's the reason why they trade with of course they had to facilitate and help make that James Harden trade come to fruition, and they see an opportunity to get a player to replace an older player in Drummond, who's going to demand more money than they wanted to spend in the offseason. So it all makes sense as far as that goes. And then they got Taurean Prince also, so that's a good move for the Cavs. They didn't really give up much either for that. So like I said, true shooting percentage, his points per 40, all that has gone up, and his usage rate is only 0.5 more than what it was this year. So this is growth. This is real growth right here from a player. This is probably more than it's besides what I did yesterday, Jeremy Grant. This is the next biggest jump as far as players' growth. So I'll put him in the race for most improved player with Jeremy Grant as well. So that's a look at Collin Sexton for today. Again, this is what I do every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Damn, I keep saying Eastern. 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And you can find out more information about which player that I'm going to break down on that particular day. You can follow me on Twitch at Coach King, not Twitch, at Twitter, at Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Coach King to figure out which player I'm going to break down each day. You can check these videos out when I post them on YouTube at Coach King. Make sure you subscribe when you're there. Follow me on Twitch, like I just said, at Coach King 2K. And right here, you can find me every day at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/Coach King. And this is where I'll be at every day, Monday through Friday, breaking down these players. If you like the content, follow the channel, hit the notification bell on each social presence, social media platform that I use for this. Follow that, subscribe to that, like that, hit the notification bell, and we can chop this up every day. I appreciate y'all that joined in today. I hope to see y'all back here tomorrow and next week and the day after that and the day after that. Help your boy grow this channel, and I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, and until next time, peace.